Hey guys, this is Anusha from 21st Century Educational Institutions, Rajahmundry. In this video, we're gonna discuss about the Iran war effects on India. Why the war affects India? The war involving Iran affects India mainly because of energy supply and sea routes. A large share of India's oil and LPG imports passes through the Strait of Hormuz, which connects the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea. Nearly 20% of the global trade passes through the narrow route. If conflict disrupts shipping in this area, it directly affects India's fuel supply and trade. Problems it creates inside India. First, pressure on LPG supplies. India imports a large portion of its cooking gas, so disruptions can cause shortage of LPG cylinders. Second, fuel price will be increased. Global oil uncertainty usually leads to higher petrol, diesel, and LPG prices in India. Third, it impacts on businesses. Restaurants, hotels, and small food businesses that depend on commercial LPG cylinders can face operational difficulties. Fourth, it risks to the Indian citizens abroad. Millions of Indians work in West Asian countries close to the conflict region, so their safety becomes a concern. So, what the government is doing to this? The government has taken several immediate measures. First, it invoked the Essential Commodities Act to regulate LPG supply and prevent hoarding or black marketing. Second, refineries were directed to prioritize LPG production to ensure domestic cooking gas supply. Authorities increased monitoring of LPG distribution to avoid shortages. The government issued safety advisories for Indian citizens in West Asia, asking them to stay in contact with Indian embassies and follow official instructions. Simultaneously, India is taking some long-term strategies like diversification of oil imports. India has increased crude oil purchases from countries like Russia and United States to reduce dependence on a single region. Also, they are building strategic petroleum reserves. They are also investing in renewable energy like solar and wind to reduce dependence on the imported fossil fuels. They are also developing alternative trade routes such as International North-South Transport Corridor, which connects India to Central Asia and Europe through Iran. So, the Iran conflict affects India mainly through energy supply disruptions, rising fuel prices, and risks to the Indian diaspora. Thank you.